Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Browns Latest. This is the instant reaction edition to the bludgeoning the Browns took against the Bears. This is also going to serve as Meltdown Monday because there's really not much to talk about with this game. It was rough. I'm Dave. You can call me Grizzer, and we get you caught up on the latest news and tidbits tied to the our favorite team. They're still our favorite team in the NFL, the Cleveland Browns, and we give you our take on the news along the way. And today we'll give you our take on this game with the Bears. Thank you to everybody who has liked our previous episodes, to everybody who has subscribed to the channel, and to all of you who get your comments down there in the viewer comment section. You notice it's me with the doors, the Shedeurs. They're back. We are out of the Browns' latest studio for most of this week, and so we'll be back there by the end of the week, though. But we got the orange quarter zip, so we're good. We're good. We got we got the essentials, and so 31-3 is the final today. Shedeur battled the elements and the Bears as best as he could. The defense with another tough effort against the run in the frosty city of Chicago. We'll talk about what we learned from this game. And in the viewer comments, the Bears were what everyone thought they were. I didn't. I had my faith, but it did not work out that way. We'll talk about Shedeur first. 18 of 35, 177. And the 3 picks. He had 2 carries for 24 yards, and he took a couple of sacks as well. But it was, right out of the gate, the big kickoff return just sets the tone once again. And we talked about it all week. This is the team that leads the league in interceptions, and you see why. They create turnovers, and you can't fall behind against a team like this and expect to do that. And the thing is, that's how the game's gonna go. When you're down like that, double digits, 2 scores to a team that leads the league in interceptions, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna force turnovers, and that's what they did. I thought Shedeur made some really nice throws. He did some good, but he did some rookie things too. That's expected. But here's the thing. The play that really killed Shedeur and the Browns was the Judy drop that turned into the interception. It should have been 21-10 at that point, and the Browns would have been right back in that game. But Jerry Jeudy strikes again. Unbelievable. The interception that Shedeur threw, here's the thing. Teams are throwing everything at Shedeur. This is like a Super Bowl game for every one of these teams because of all the hype that comes with Shedeur. That's the bottom line. They're showing absolutely no mercy for Shedeur. So they're mixing up coverages. They're showing different looks. It's like that on every play. They are throwing everything at him. So he did some good things today. And I was with Daryl Johnson. I thought he locked in a little too much on Harold Fannin Jr. today. I agree with that. And I was kind of sitting there, why are we not getting to Bond? And he hits Bond on the big play. I'm not sure, if we're not drawing up enough plays for Bond. But you can't throw it to Jeudy because every time even when he does something good, he does something bad. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen a wide receiver do some of the things that Jeudy has done this year. It's just terrible. Just this guy. It's just bad. He's brutal. I thought Shedeur used his legs at times when he needed to. It was fine. I thought he did a nice job running with the ball. And the offensive line, what are you going to do? You got starters missing, and I said it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But they weren't horrible. We couldn't run the ball for anything. That was the big thing. We could not run the ball at all. So that doesn't help Shedeur either. So you fall behind. You really painted Shedeur in a corner today, man. You you fall behind double digits and you can't run the ball. So it was just a combination of like, what are you going to do? The Bears, okay. So Shedeur, if you need me to grade Shedeur, I'm gonna give him a C for that game against the Bears because the defense, the special teams again, his wide receiver, his number one wide receiver, and the running game, none of it helped. And what also didn't help was this defense. And the defense got gashed again, man. I thought it was a 1 week thing. Maybe they needed to get used to not having Malik Collins there. But, I mean, Denzel Ward was out too, but that doesn't really have an effect on the running game. 142 yards and 2 touchdowns we gave up on the ground. But we gave up 242 passing yards too. Burden with 6 catches for 84. Moore, 4 for 69 and the 2 touchdowns. I mean, we were struggling all over the place, man. But once they got up, they used the running game to get up. And once they got up 2 scores, they start running downhill. And this is what happens. So it is what it is. I mean, you could just see it developing from the start. And, Miles got his 1.5 sacks, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, hopefully he can get the record. That'll be nice for him. But, special teams is just, it just amazes me. It just amazes me how Ventrone has held on to his job. And I don't know what to say about this offense. At this point, I just think you're not going to do your rookie quarterback any favors by falling behind like that with an offensive line that's already been compromised in multiple spots. And then we can't get the running game going at all because the offensive line has been compromised in multiple spots. So it was a bloodbath. I mean, there's no other way around it. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong, but, Shedeur's going to learn from it, and we'll go from there. I think some of the, these guys who were, and then Tevin Jenkins goes out, now you're down to, like, an 8th grade right guard. Like, just bad all the way around. Oh, this defense and the special teams. God, the defense was so good for so long, and now all of a sudden, man, we cannot stop the run to save our lives, and we can't run the ball. That is not a good combination on the road. So what do we learn? Well, Shedeur's growing, I mean, he really is. So, but the offense has to put points on the board. So we're going to have to, we got to find a way to score points. But I will go back to that Judy because we were right there. He hit him right on the numbers. And Judy lets that ball bounce off of him. Unbelievable. This defense misses Malik Collins more than anybody thought we'd ever miss him. I mean, it's insane. I kept telling you, he was having a Pro Bowl year. I kept saying it over and over and over. He's having a Pro Bowl year. And it's just, man, what a loss. What a loss on it. Like people are just running down our throats now. And it's tough to watch. And the other thing you learn is, I'm always glass half full going into these games. And, you can't have that many guys out on a team like this and go on the road and play a team that's battling for a playoff spot. I was really hoping there'd be a letdown for, because this was a sandwich game between their 2 Green Bay games, but you can't go on the road and expect to, we were just overmatched. I mean, we were overmatched from the start. They were just playing with their hair on fire and, coming after it. That's, I mean, there's no other way around it. I mean, it is what it is. That's, it was, It was just really, it was a bloodbath. It really was, from start to finish. What's never a bloodbath though, our viewer comments, and we'll get some fan reaction. We will get a live call here from Soda Pop Dave, one of the biggest Browns fan I know. Soda Pop Dave just sat and watched that game with us, and Soda Pop, that was a complete bloodbath from start to finish.
What a mess. I mean, bring your brooms. It's a friggin' mess. What do you even do? I guess fire all the coaches. Who are we going to get? We're in cap hell for the next 2 years, probably, right?
Well, not if we get the insurance money on Watson, we'll be in a better spot. But Dave, like the thing is, everything I talked about all week that you can't do this week, they did. Your special teams, big play right out of the gate. They wanted to get off to a fast start. Let them get out to a fast start. They fall behind to a team that leads the league in interceptions. You go down double digits. You can't do that against a ball hawking team like that. Like every single day. And then, oh, by the way, we can't run the ball. And then, by the way, our number one receiver likes to let balls bounce off of his chest and let the other team take it away from him.
Well, it's never been more clear that all the coaches have to go. I mean, you just can't watch this. I describe the Browns as this. It's like watching a pile of dog crap every weekend for 4 hours and expecting it to turn to ice cream. But we all know that dog crap doesn't turn to ice cream. We all know that. But we still watch and we hope that it's going to turn to ice cream. And it doesn't. And we do this for 17 weeks. And we watch all off season. And we get super excited for the season to start because you're like, oh, wow, they got all these picks. And we're super excited to see players play. And what happens? Same thing. Terrible special teams we watched for how many years? How bad is the offense? How many years has the offense been bad? I mean, seriously, I've lost track. 4 or 5 years. We blame Deshaun Watson because Deshaun Watson, like in my opinion, the guy should be in jail. Like horrible human being. Took 2 years off. We thought it was great. Give him $230 million. Sure, this is a great guy to lead your franchise. Give him the keys. This is who's running the organization. Really smart. But if you go back, I said to myself and go, is it Stefanski or Deshaun Watson? I don't like Deshaun Watson, but I mean, how many quarterbacks do you have to watch under Kevin Stefanski look terrible? The offense has been bad for a long time, and he's in charge of it. That's the one thing he's in charge of, and he's terrible at it.
He is.
And by the way, the special team sucks, and our offensive line sucks. There's no plan for that. We brought in too many quarterbacks, and just, we'll just hand out 1 million reps with 5 different quarterbacks, and nobody will be ready. Like this, it's unbelievable, the mismanagement across the whole entire team.
Well, I likened it, and I texted you during the game. The Browns, like being a Browns fan, it's like that scene from Tommy Boy when he's in the diner,
Yes.
and the waitress comes up, and he's like, I get all excited. I'm gonna make this sale, and I get it. That's us. We get all excited. We're all, eat week to week. I was like, we're gonna beat the Bears. It's a trap game. I'm not worried about the offensive line. Like Shedeur's growing. This and that. We're gonna, we got this. And then the game starts. As soon as the game starts, it's like we blew the sale. It's like right out of the gate, big kickoff return. I mean, is it almost feels like Ventrone is on the take at this point for every offensive coach. Hey, we're gonna take the kickoff. We need you to lay down on the opening kickoff, and Ventrone's like, okay, sure, because that's what it looks like every freaking week.
It's surreal. I mean, it's like I don't know how to like. It's like a bad dream that just you keep having over and over, and you can't help it. You fall asleep, and you have the same bad dream over and over, and they don't do anything about it. Yeah, let's just keep them. Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, Ventrone, sure. Give him another year. Like, what are you going to do about it? And I think that the problem is Haslam has no idea what he's doing. But in the first few years, he just fired everybody all the time, and it didn't work. So he's like, oh, we just got to be consistent. We got to keep the same guys. But not if they suck. Like, you have to do something different. So I feel bad for Shedeur. He's the only guy, seemingly him and Garrett maybe, that are out there. I know everybody's trying, but the coaching is so bad. They have no chance for success. And I feel bad for this rookie who didn't get enough reps and who didn't get enough attention. And like, you have to put all of your energy into if you're gonna pick a rookie, and you got to put all your attention towards him. You can't just throw him in there in the middle of the season and just say, hey man, good luck, bro, with this horrible offense.
Well, the thing for me, Dave, is Shedeur still does so many things that Dylan Gabriel could never do.
I love Shedeur, but it's not fair to him what's going on here. You can't. It's like people say, like, do you like Shedeur? I love Shedeur Sanders, but I can't evaluate him. Not with this. With this offense, it's Stefanski. How can you? It's the worst offensive line in the league and the worst receiving core in the league. Not to mention all the other things that happen on the other sides of the ball, the special teams errors and everything, put him in a bad situation. I mean, it's just not fair to him.
Yeah, but and just for all of the people who might come back and say, well, Dylan Gabriel had to deal with that too, but you cannot. The eye test alone Dylan Gabriel is not a starting quarterback in the NFL. Shedeur Sanders, 100%. If you get the weapons around him and you get an offensive line that could, we had nothing going. The running game, nothing going. So you're down 2 scores with a running game that doesn't work and a defense that continues now to get gashed in the running game. How badly do we miss Malik Collins? Holy cow.
Yeah, but it's more than just him, right? I mean, there's so much bad going on everywhere. That just adds to it a little bit, but I'm just like, it's so messy everywhere. Like and the other pieces too. Like you fire Stefanski, okay, fine. Ventrone, all you guys go. I would, I'd keep defensive coordinator Schwartz is doing a great job, but like, who's going to come here? We're in cap hell. It's complete. It's chaos and a mess. So, like, who would come here to fix this?
Well, I think with Shedeur, though, now, like, you see the hope there, and you have something, and so that to me will be attractive to free agents.
You can say that, but I'm just saying, like, who's going to come here to save us? I mean,
well, we got to start with the coach first. I mean, it's got to be the coach first. You got to start there, because obviously, I mean, you cannot have a team week after week for all these years. Like how, like there's no way Kevin Stefanski can survive this. There's just absolutely no way.
Listen, man, I think it was Art Rooney that said this, and I don't like pumping up the Steelers, but they have a class organization, right? They do. And he said, if I have a coach and a quarterback, that's all I really need. You got to start there.
That's it.
We haven't had a coach or quarterback for a long time. Hey, I give you your props. You've been calling out Stefanski for at least 5 years. I mean, you never liked this guy, really. And I've been like, well, let's wait. Let's see. No. Okay, I've seen enough. But we haven't had either one of those things. And Baker's like pretty dang good. He's had some problems lately, but like. I wasn't a huge Baker fan, but Baker didn't look like he looks now when he was here. So
right,
it's a major Stefanski issue. So if you got Shedeur, you have a quarterback. We've got to find a coach somebody that can turn this around. But I can't keep watching this mess.
Yeah.
How many penalties?
Yeah.
I mean, how many penalties today? Like horrible. Like 12 men in the huddle. They can't figure it out. They're on the 1 yard line. They keep getting penalties to lose a couple inches. They're so far backed up you can't even go any further back.
Yeah, and this is a team though, like you should have been able to run on them a little bit, and we could not do anything in the run game. And like I said, you really painted him into a corner. I mean, that one interception deep in our territory was bad. Don't get me wrong, but I mean. Then we give up that 22. I don't know how Caleb Williams fit that ball into Moore. But that's what happens to bad teams. Good teams will make that play, right? They'll either pick it off in the end zone, get it right back, or they'll knock it away and hold them to a field goal, whatever. The other thing that bad teams do is what Jerry, I've never seen a wide receiver make so many critical, boneheaded, call them what you want, mistakes. That just like that was the turning point of the game. We'd have been 21-10. I mean, he took them right down the field. Would have been 21-10. We're right back in it. Instead, it bounces off of Judy's freaking number 3 and into the arms of the defensive back, and that was it. At that point, you knew the game was over.
Jerry Jeudy is the epitome of what the Browns are. Like literally, if you watch that guy, first of all, it was halfway through the third quarter, and I said, "Is Jeudy even playing?" Like never saw him on the field. Then he makes that play. And I'm thinking to myself, I literally looked at my wife and I'm like, that's the Browns right there. He just encapsulated what the Browns are. Because at the time, I'm like, did he catch it for a touchdown? No, it's intercepted. I'm like, how did that happen? They show the replay. I'm like, literally went through his hands, bounced off his chest, and into the hands of the defender. Like, you can't make this up. He did it earlier this year where he literally, I think it was his first game of the season. He went to catch it from Flacco and he pitched it to the other team. Like he just did it. Him and Cedric Tillman twice in one game. We did that against Cincinnati. Go back and look at the tape. They literally picked it off the turf and on purpose looked like they threw it to the other team. And I'm thinking to myself, you can't. It's impossible for two things like that to happen in one game. Impossible. Only for the Browns.
Only in Cleveland.
And they figured it out.
Yeah, only in Cleveland. And so I think at this point now, I would expect them not to fire anybody until the end of the season because, I mean, I thought they should have. I mean, I've been screaming since week 1 to fire like a few of these guys. So what's the point of doing it now, I guess? I don't know. I would still love to see Stefanski out of the way. I don't know how much he's involved in these play calls still or whatever, but, I mean, it's – who knows at this point? Now it's just a matter of getting Shedeur some more time. But it would have been a completely different season if they would have given Shedeur the Gabriel treatment at the beginning of the year instead of trying to go, the undersized left-handed quarterback route, like just that everybody on the planet knew wasn't ever going to work.
Yeah, I mean, when they took Gabriel, I sat there and looked around like, what? Like, wait a minute. So I think the Browns sit around, all the executives and the coaches, they sit around a table and they sit there and think to themselves, what crazy thing can we do next? What is the worst possible idea that no one has ever thought of? Well, let's try blindfolding a quarterback and putting him out there. That's what you do with Gabriel. The guy can't see.
That's right.
He's like 5 feet tall. He is so small. When they made that pick, I said, okay, I'm done. Like, you got to be kidding me, bro. In the 3rd round, I don't think that guy would have been drafted at all.
I agree. I totally agree. And again, only in Cleveland does this happen. But all right, well, Dave, here we go. I mean, I had high hopes, but again, just like Tommy Boy in the diner, he takes the bun and he rips it up. That's it. We got the bun and we're like, I'm all excited for the whole week, and then the game starts and we rip the bun apart and everything falls to pieces. And so, but I'd still think like Shedeur made some great throws. He did some, he still does things that Dylan Gabriel in a million years would never do. So
yeah, that's the only. They're like a minor league team. I used to take my kids to watch minor league teams. You know why I used to do that? Because I want to see a certain player that was coming up through the minors. That would be, so I saw Carlos Santana and I saw CC Sabathia and I saw him play at the Akron Arrows, and I went to go see certain players play. That's what I do. I was watching Shedeur Sanders and I was watching Myles Garrett. Those are the only reasons I tuned in today.
Yep.
Is to watch those two players. That's how pathetic this team is. They're a minor league team. They don't belong in the same field with Chicago.
Well, hopefully I can get a couple of wins here at the end. But Soda Pop Dave, your first appearance on the show. Thanks. I talk so much about you all the time, so I appreciate it. All right, go drink a soda pop and drown your sorrows in the soda pop.
Yeah, or something else.
All right, thanks, Dave. There's Soda Pop Dave with his. This is one of the most hardcoreest Browns fans I know, and to get his reaction was Bird Shoe. The Bears D is great at interceptions. I predicted 2 picks for today. Well, Bird Shoe, you were 1 off. I mean, that's but you can't. You set them up. You set yourself up to lose when you fall behind and you can't get the running game going, and you let them get off to the fast start that they wanted. That's all they talked about all week, and that's what happened. And you see what happens, man. You can't play like that from behind. And we'll end on Ken's mom, 01, who says, "Love you, Grizzer. I tried to warn you. Judy was never a cold weather player. His cold Iron Bowl and Denver performances don't lie. Tommy Reese didn't last with Saban. Don't believe the hype there either. Still here for Shedeur." Yeah, I mean, at this point, everybody's fair game for firing. And let's get somebody in here who wants to, build with Shedeur and revamp this offensive line and get it going, because there are problems all over the place. All right, me and the Shedeurs will be here all week. We'll be out of the studio all week, and we'll be back Tuesday with a Take a Minute Tuesday. Hopefully things will take a minute, since this is counting as our Meltdown Monday as well. It's Instant Reaction and Meltdown Monday mixed into one, because, I mean, there's what else is there to say? I mean, they just... What a mess. What a complete mess. So it is what it is. But the only thing you can do is, hey, Like I told the kids when I coached, you celebrate the wins and you learn from the losses. So there's something to be learned from here. But, the injuries and everything, I was hoping it wouldn't matter, but it mattered. And again, we did exactly what we couldn't do against this team. And that's why. I mean, you saw why. You could not fall down double digits early and start playing catch up. But still, in the end, we would have been right there if Jerry Jeudy knows how to catch. And he doesn't. I mean, those are the guys you need making plays for you. And Jeudy has been a complete mess this entire season. So that'll do it. All right. Take a minute Tuesday. Hopefully we'll feel better about things on Take a Minute Tuesday. But that one was so tough to watch. All right. Go Browns. We'll see you next time.